I think he has a head wound. I think so. That's
Once again with the
and by
head
the way,
wound
anybody
shit.
can do that. You can sit.
Once again, I love that. Thank you, bro. No head wound. The only fucking person that has a fucking head wound is Liam Gray. No, actually, we got 2 head wound people, which is funny because both of these people have constantly fucking squealed and bitched about fucking people spreading rumors about him. I'm going to start leaning into the head wound thing. Anytime somebody asks me about my head wound, I'm going to tell them that my circumcision is healing fine. Thanks for asking. And do you want a piece? Do you want a piece of the fucking foreskin? You got Ethan spreading a rumor that PTP told Anna over a year ago. Right? So PTP, who's like all pissed off, PTP's completely pissed off because he like lied about some shit and I found out. And so I just started telling people some shit he said. He told Kelsey, he told Shane, I think he told Irene, somebody else that I like quit a job that I had already fucking finished. Rep that, make sense. Right? I'm like, hey man, I'm not going to do anything after these pages are done, after all this shit is done. Because we were talking about doing another book. And I got, the more we were talking about the other book, it sounded more like a fucking Silverhawks ripoff. And I had already just finished a fucking Transformers ripoff, right? So I was like, man, I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to work. I don't want to do that book. And he was like, all right, cool. All right, yeah, cool. And then like Kelsey let it slip that fucking PTP was like telling people that I'd quit. So I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like I didn't quit any job. And so I was like, actually, you know, he was fucking telling people that he fucked his students at his art school. Which he said he did. Like, that's not like some shit that I made up. Like, he was like, we were sitting at the fucking noodle place and he was bragging about fucking his students. I gotta tell you, man. The whole time it was hard, like keeping my fucking food down. And if you ask the people that were there, they'll tell you, I didn't finish my noodles. Because I was like sitting there and this guy was like getting really close talking to me. Like getting really close talking while I'm trying to eat, talking about fucking girls like that were honestly like my daughter's age. You know what I mean? This like guy in his like fucking like mid 40s or whatever fucking Patrick was, right? So he's like telling Anna that I had a head wound. That never happened. I never had a head wound. No car accident, nothing like that. Right. So what does Anna do? She starts fucking telling everybody about this head wound that I have. Right. Anna, the one who just recently fucking had a meltdown because people were spreading rumors about her. People were talking about her. So she fucking, did you guys see that shit? I don't have that rigged up, but she jumps on the Yellow Flash's stream so that she could fucking yell at some guy who said he had heard a fucking rumor, not spread it, didn't start it, wasn't transferring it, was like literally had the DMs, was like, hey man, did you hear that Anna sold her sister's ashes to Nick Rekieta and he started snorting them and he says they're better than fucking Coke? Like, did you hear that fucking rumor? You know what I mean? Like, no, he didn't say anything. It was like some other shit. And he was like, yeah, I heard that. And she went on to Yellow Flash's stream and just fucking lost her shit, screaming about how she doesn't fucking want to get dragged into this shit, but also wants to be contacted by fucking everybody for a rumor. I was like, this fucking chick is crazy, dude. Turns out she does have a head wound. Turns out Anna has been bashed. I guess somebody curbed her. I guess the story is there was like a house party and some people came out, and this was when Anna, when she was like pre-op, you know, before she had before Biggins had like paid for her tits and had like fixed her face and like fixed her hair lip and shit, you know, she like looked like a wrestling monkey. So this is before all that happened, right? So she's at some kind of house party and she's like getting ready to head home, and somebody comes out and they think it's a fucking raccoon like getting in the trash. So they fucking grab Anna and they start fucking smacking her head on the concrete, smacking her fucking noodle on the concrete. And so ever since then, she said that she has been unable to actually paint. She says that painting is easier. She says that she could paint because she could change things, because you can't change things with a pencil. So she has a head wound. That's a real thing. She doesn't like water. She eats dirt. That's all real. So it's funny that like the rumor of my head wound was being spread by that fucking little escapee from the island of Dr. Moreau. And then the other person, you know, who has an actual head wound is Liam Gray. I'm not going to go too hard on Liam Gray because that bitch is fucking sore. His ass is just red, like a caning. I just fucking gave that dude a caning. So I'm not going to go too hard on him, but he does have a brain tear. He does have a brain aneurysm. I'm not sure how you fucking recover from a brain aneurysm because that's bleeding on your brain. And he's a mental patient. Like, he's been in a fucking mental institute. So, you know, I guess I guess I'm just going to lean into the head wound thing and then just roll with it like it's a circumcision. That's what I'm going to think about it as, you know. Ethan knows that I don't have a head wound, but he's gonna push that because there's really nothing else that he could push against. There literally is nothing else that this fat fuck has to say.
Because people are telling me that he does.
People are telling me. People are telling me. Who's people? Anna and Patrick. You little fucking rumor mongoloids. Rumor mongers, rumor mongoloids.